Hello everyone, my name is Eduard Plint and I'm part of the 5th Year Chris Corporate Scout Group. This video comprises as part of my Springbok as the movement or service movement component, where I give a summary of my Scout journey so far and what Scouts has done for me. Before I get into my story as a Scout, I'm going to first give a bit of history on my family's involvement in Scouting. It all started with my great-grandmother Olive Plint, who ran the Johannesburg Scout shop for many years. Then my great-aunt Jean Hallgreaves got a service award for 5 years. Then with my grandparents, both were leaders, and my grandmother was quite involved with Girl Guides. In that intersection point between King Scout and Queen Scout in Springbok, she was trying very hard to get her Queen Scout before then, but unfortunately missed the deadline, and thus she was one of the first Girl Guides to achieve a Springbok. My father followed in my grandparents' footsteps and became a scout in one of the Benoni troops, but didn't pursue it very far. And my mother was involved in foot trackers for quite a while as well. So my journey in scouting actually started when I saw 35th Sea Scout Group make a catapult out of pioneering poles at my primary school's school fair one day, and I decided this is what I want to do. I want to make these amazing pioneering projects. So I joined 35th as a cub, and I've got my shirt still here. Some badges are missing because they were transferred. So here you can see my cub shirt with the 35th scarf. Within 35th, I was placed in Green 6, and I think in 2013 I got the Best Sixer of the Year award. After that, I got invested as a scout at 35th, but after a while I decided to move to 5th Year Chris Carbon, where I still am today, and this is where I got the majority of all of my badges and awards. In 2017, I was fortunate enough to be able to go to Sanjam, or the South African National Jamboree, where it was a 10-day camp where you had the opportunity to do various activities throughout with your dorm or the patrol you were placed in. I was put into the blue camp, so there was the blue camp and the red camp to just make management easier. After the Sanjam, you got this quite a nice scarf with the Sanjam badge on the back, and with the bases, you would complete bases throughout the week, and then you'd get a stamp in an adventure booklet that you had with you at all times. After Sanjam, we all got a photo album of which I appear in a couple of photos, and I think my favorite part of the entirety of Sanjam was the badge and scarf swap. For example, I swapped my scarf for a scarf from Craig Hill. It was nicknamed the McDonald's Troop, I think for obvious reasons, and I swapped one of my badges for, I believe, a Santon district badge, which I've put onto my campfire blankets. Some other interesting bits of Scout memorabilia that I've collected is first this 36 Cineville scarf from when I completed a Springbok hike with one of their scouts, Luca Lorenz, who achieved his Springbok about 2 or 3 years ago. Also a couple of years ago, my dad went to Canada. He bumped into some Canadian scouts along the way and was able to get a bit of their uniform, their cap and scarf. And when he went to visit Scotland, he found the Scottish scout shop where he was able to get this badge and this badge. My favorite events within scouting has been in Kontiki. Kontiki has always been fun, but I especially enjoyed the year where I helped design and build the raft. Another favorite was field day, especially the field day where the pioneering project was a suspension bridge. But my favorite scout event so far has been Kim Shield in 2018, where it was the first time we attended Kim Shield with proper planning, and we came 8th overall. And my favorite troop event so far has been when we built the Brainbach Hourglass Towers. This last bit of the videos are going to be about what scouting has done for me. One of the largest things is that scouting has given me social skills I wouldn't have ordinarily learned under normal circumstances. For example, within social and school life, I've exposed to a very particular type of people. But through Scouts, I've been exposed to completely different people, and as I like to say, different flavors of weird. But another thing Scouts has given me is given me quite a wide range of skills, whether it be just doing activities at, say, Rumble in the Jungle, Field Day, and other things like that, to collecting and earning Scoutcraft and interest badges. So I've learned how to cook, do plumbing, do basic electronics, first aid, model design, as well as a couple of other things. And through that, it's given me it's taught me how to problem solve quite effectively, because I'm able to look at problems ever so slightly different from other people. And through that, it has given me a passion to learn as much as I can and subsequently teach as much as I've learned to other people. And I've also been given this drive and this passion to get things finished and do things as well as I possibly can, possibly drawing from the club motto, do your best. And through my years of being a PL and APL, I've honed my leadership skills quite a lot. So I'm able to go into most situations quite comfortably. But one doesn't necessarily have to be a PL or APL to have good leadership skills. You just come to Scouts and you learn how to effectively communicate and work with people. But the biggest thing is how the Scout law, Scout promise, and Scout motto have propagated their way into my life. For example, with the motto, at school, I'm prepared for whatever bit of stationery I might need at any moment, however obscure, like the one Afrikaans teacher that wants you to paste worksheets in. Or through all of the Scout laws, I apply them as well as I can to whatever situation I need to apply them in. And the Scout Promise gives me quite a firm guide on how to live my life. So that concludes on my summary of my Scout journey and what Scouts has done for me. This first week after I released the video, I'll try and answer as many questions as possible in the comments, and remember to subscribe to the Fifth Colburn YouTube channel.